Oh God, oh God. Oh yeah, we're good. Oh, I blew out my ass. So in one of my previous YouTube videos, a few of you guys noticed the scratches on my left bicep, and a few people actually thought I got attacked by a cat, but that was not the case. Truthfully, I botched a little base jump landing and the superstitions landing at night, and in this video, I wanted to analyze that. Now, to be completely honest, this was not that big of a deal. However, in all air sports, I hold myself to a really high standard, because I know that one little mistake can end up with a twisted ankle, or worse, a broken back, or even worse, death. And in addition to that, I know you guys like to watch when I eat shit occasionally.
Oh, f me, dude.
But before we get into that, super exciting news, the Nomadic Trike giveaway officially has a launch date. This Friday, April 25th, mark your calendars, we are launching the next giveaway. It's gonna be 3 weeks worth of tandem trike content, flying to Burger King, doing tandems, all kinds of fun stuff. And at the end of it, one of you guys is going to win our biggest giveaway yet. So mark your calendars, April 25th. So let's break down this botched base jump landing. Rewinding it, there were 3 mistakes that I kind of made along the way. The first mistake started way before the jump even began. I personally felt a little bit of pressure to pull this jump off because a friend of mine, Erica, was in town and she had never seen a base jump before and she really wanted to see one. Mistake number 2, we were running a little bit late. The plan was to meet up with my friend BB. BB and I were gonna do the base jump out in the soups, and Erica was gonna wait at the bottom of the mountain and watch us jump down. We met up with BB in a park, but by the time everything was said and done and we were ready to go, we realized that by the time we drove to the mountain, hiked to the exit, and were ready to actually jump, it would be past sunset. Now, base jumping in the dark is not too far to the norm. I mean, I have lots of illegal building jumps or antenna jumps that have to be done in the cover of darkness. So with this in mind, BB and I decided that we were gonna do the jump anyway, and we realized that if it was too dark and we felt uncomfortable, we could always hike down. But we recognized we were gonna put ourselves in a situation where we would likely be jumping in the dark. We accepted it and we pressed onward. Mistake number 3 was choosing the wrong exit. Along this mountain range, there's several exits that you can choose from, and BB and I had been jumping the regular normal exits pretty often, and we basically just wanted to do something different. So we chose a different exit that we've done before, but we don't do regularly. The problem with this exit is that the landing area kind of sucks. You're landing in rough desert terrain that's covered by low shrubs and cacti, and below those low shrubs, you can never really tell if there's a rock, a boulder, or a ditch. So with those 3 minor mistakes under our belt, BB and I found ourselves at the exit ready to jump. But immediately we realized that there was a bit of a headwind on the exit.
Okay, there's the gust.
Yeah, so right after this will be a low. This put us in a situation where we had to weigh 2 factors. We had arrived just after sunset, so there was a little bit of light left, but it was quickly diminishing. Obviously, it's better to jump quicker so that you jump in the last bit of light before it gets pitch black. The other factor we were weighing was the wind gusts. In base jumping, sometimes you can time a lull where a gust will come by, the wind will peak, and then it'll lull, and then you jump during the lull. In this situation, I was prioritizing jumping in a lull over jumping with enough light remaining. I figured worst case is if I jump with a headwind, I have an off heading, I smack the cliff, I get seriously injured or die. But the consequences of landing in the dark aren't as extreme. BB and I stood on the exit for a while, assessing the situation. We had agreed that BB was going to jump first, but eventually enough time had passed and she was kind of feeling uncomfortable with it. So she asked me to switch positions with her and I was going to go first.
Man, that lull was really short, Tucker.
Yeah. At some point, we might just have to
pretty dark.
take a whatever low we got.
I think you need to go in front of me if you're ready.
I'm just gonna wait until it feels good.
Okay.
At this point, I realized that the daylight was quickly diminishing. It was getting darker and darker, and I wanted to get off the mountain pretty soon. So I chose the best lull that I could find and jumped off the mountain.
Yeah, at this point, I
All
might
right,
just go.
you ready?
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you. Have a good one.
Woo! All right, fuck yeah, baby.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, see ya. The jump went perfect. I had a nice free fall, a nice on-heading opening as I had hoped for, and I flew away from the mountain onto the landing area. Now under canopy, I was trying to figure out which way the wind was going. The deceiving thing is, sometimes on the exit you'll have a headwind, but on the landing you'll have a tailwind due to the katabatic flow of the winds. As the mountain cools off, the air tends to slide down the mountain, causing this tailwind effect. I did a few S-turns to try to figure out which way the wind was going, but I couldn't tell. So I just prioritized landing in a clear open area, but at the last minute, as I got closer to the ground, I realized that I was coming in hot with a tailwind. Without being able to see what I was about to hit, I gave the canopy my best flare to try to slow down, but it was too fast to run out, so then I prioritized not braking myself. Not knowing what was under the bushes, I came in on my ass and slid through a rocky boulder field.
Okay. Oh God, oh God. Oh yeah, we're good. That was a nice fat downwinder.
I impacted the ground pretty hard. It was hard enough that I had to take a second to assess and make sure I was okay. Quickly realized that I was okay and I just had to shake it off.
Oh, yeah, I got a little scraped up, huh?
So then my attention turned to BB. Luckily, BB's a gangster. She chose a different landing area that was much better than mine, stood up her landing, and she was completely fine. In assessing the situation, I realized I ripped my pants from sliding across the rocky ground, and I'd cut up my arm a little bit on the bushes and cacti.
Woo! Yeah, fuck this landing area. Battle scars. Dude, I blew out my ass. I ripped my trousers. Okay, post-jump debrief. I came in on my ass. I feel like I got a cramp in my neck and in my quad, and then my left cheek took the brunt of that landing. Yeah, I got a little blood on my palms because you can't see shit down here, and I'm sure on the camera you can't see even more shit. Not my best landing, but we out here in the desert, and any landing you can trot away from is a good one. Okay, I'm gonna throw my flashlight on. For the GoPro, that's where I just landed. Little flat spot, little rocky. Cut up my arm. Oh, I got a thorn in there. Nice. Blew out my ass. And a little blood on my palm, but we out here, baby. Any landing you can walk away from is a good landing. All right, I'm gonna go find BB.
In the heat of the moment, it's easy to just laugh these situations off, but upon reflecting on it, I really like to break these down like I just did and evaluate all the little tiny mistakes that happened along the way, because it's never just one mistake, it's normally a compilation of a bunch of small mistakes that lead to bad things happening. Anyways, that's all I got for this one. April 25th, mark your calendar. New giveaways launching with trike content. I've got a lot of episodes pre-filmed, new merch at Risky Biscuits Co., and a new opportunity for someone to win a sweet trike mobile. Till the next one, have fun, fly safe, peace.